On today's episode, we are going to take a look at Celsius. The stock price for this company has dropped over 14% today after reporting some news. So we're going to take a look at what happened. We're also going to take a look at future growth, technical analysis, and some of their valuation metrics. So let's get started. All right, so like I mentioned, today we are taking a look at Celsius Holding. This is traded under the Nasdaq as ticker CELH. It's right now sitting at $60.25 and it's down about 14.4% as I am recording this video. I've seen it is down as 15% today, and it currently has a market cap of $4.47 billion. Right now, the stock price is down quite a bit from its 52-week highs, down about 23.77%. So it's definitely seen a pullback. But if we take a look from year to date, the stock is up about 25%. This is one of those few growth stocks that has kind of kept their gains. So now let's take a quick understanding of what happened and why the stock price is down. And if you guys have been following this channel, Celsius is probably one of my biggest gainers in form of percentage-wise. We've talked about Celsius here in the mid-teens. So it's definitely been a great ride for us here in the channel. But let's find out what's going on. So on June 9th, which was yesterday, the company announced a public offering of common stock. It's going to be 6.5 million shares that they're going to offer. 5.5 million of those shares are going to be offered by certain selling stockholders. Only 1 million is actually being offered by Celsius, and the price is going to be $62.50. So we can see right now the stock price is pretty much sitting at those levels. So Celsius mentioned they are going to be using the money for general purposes. And we're going to take a quick look at their fundamentals to see if they really are in need of cash, or are they just building up a nice cash position for something in the future. But before we go there, guys, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if I'm providing some type of value to you. And also, let's take a quick listen to today's sponsor, a good reason why I'm able to provide so much content to you guys right now. I want to thank the Motley for sponsoring this video. The Motley is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You guys know I love finding new investing tools and resources to help me scout out new growth stocks. And right now I have a discount for one of my favorite services the Fool offers. Through the Motley Stock Advisor services, you get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 new picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock Advisor's average stock picks have done amazing returns. If growing your money is something you'd like to do more of this year, you can visit fool.com/Jose Najarro or click on the link below for access to my special offer and decide if the stock advisor is right for you. Thanks again to the Motley Fool, and now onto today's video. So Celsius is expected to grow their revenue 34.9% on average for the next 3 to 5 years. So this is a hyper growth stock. They are profitable, but if we take a look at their trailing 12 months right now, they are a bit negative in cash flow from operations. But in the past few quarters, looking at trailing 12 months, they have been positive in that segment. If we take a look at their balance sheet right now, Celsius has about $31 million in cash and no debt to their name. So I do believe this was a great time to do an offering, right? The stock price is sitting at almost all-time highs. So this allows Celsius to build up a nice cash position. They're going to increase this balance sheet dramatically. So I understand why management team is doing this. They have a great ability to build up a nice amount of cash right now to kind of fund maybe future acquisitions that they might do in the future or any type of growth incentives they might try. So their balance sheet was already looking great, and now after this offering is going to look super amazing. Obviously, investors hate to see dilution in shares, and that's pretty much what's happening. But at the same time, this is a growth company, and with growth companies, these are things that are expected. Now, if we take a quick look at historical growth, this company reported their most recent earnings a few months ago, and they showed a 78% year-over-year revenue growth, mainly coming from North America. North America, which is their biggest revenue department, makes up about 80% of this company's total revenue, was up 101%. International was up 25% compared to the same time last year. So strong growth all overall. All right, so now if we take a quick look at the technicals, the company was a bit overextended, and now after this it has pulled back to its moving averages. So I do believe a good portion of the risk has been eliminated for this stock. Obviously the stock can continue to drop, but I just believe the risk is a lot lower now. I also want to take a look at forward price to sales ratio. This is still a growth company, and I believe this is probably the best metric to look at Celsius right now. Currently it has a forward price to sales ratio of 13.23. It is a lot higher than it's normally been, right? If we take a look in the past, it's still a lot higher, but it's definitely has seen a nice pullback from its peak. Certain investors might believe it's still a bit overvalued right now and there could still be a lot more risk in the downturn. It could be true, but at the moment I have no intentions of selling my shares. So now my overall thoughts. I do believe the news kind of sucks in the short term of things, but it is going to make the company a lot stronger in the future. If I didn't have such a big position of Celsius at the levels it's at right now, and if I wanted to open up a position in Celsius right now, I would probably just do with the small position right now based on those metrics we just looked at. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Like always, make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time.